Okay, let's start. So the first agenda item, just to go through the tickets on current sprints, if there's any tickets that need clarification or seems like a blocker that need to be addressed or discussed.
Not for Azira.
Okay. Kieran, do you want to ask yours with 252 about the retire reason?
Yeah, sure. So I was trying to capture the reason, and the way I imagine doing it is by popping up a modal when user tries to retire and then asking for the reason there. The problem is I know of two ways of doing it. One is using Angular Bootstrap and the other one using Angular Strap. These are the two libraries I could find in the OMOD, but they are very old and I could not find any documentation. So if you know any place where we have used any other place where we are launching models, I can use it as a reference and put it in. Or if you have any Win and Ada, if you have any other way of capturing the reason without doing the models, then even that would help. Just looking for ideas on how I can work around this.
The other way is if you can look at the view one of the observation. I think when you click on the void, they will show you the input field to enter the reason, I think.
Sorry, what page are you talking about? Can you please repeat that?
So I think one of the way OpenMRS did it is just put a checkbox when you try to void or retire, and then when you click on it, it will show the input field where you can input the reason.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to just dynamically add an input field if the checkbox is checked, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that should work. So I'll try that. Thanks.
Yeah.
I think it's very similar to like this. So like the when you retire, you can have a box like this.
Okay. Okay, we'll try that.
Awesome. Simon, do you have do you want to discuss any of your tickets, or you're okay with your ticket?
I think I'm okay with the ticket.
Okay.
Because the forms, one of them is on testing and the other one I'm finalizing. Yeah. So I included your comment on mUzima 295, the one about multi-level groups of concepts. So that won't be an issue for the current tickets. I talked to the CDM team and informed them about the change, and they were okay with it. Yeah, but maybe because 295 was an effect of hunting what the requirements had been given. So just to ask, I don't know, could there be any situations you are looking where we would be having forms that have multiple level nesting of concepts?
I think it's possible when a concept set that within concept sets. That's the only option that I can think of. Yeah. So let's say that there are concept sets, and one of the concept members also is a concept set. Then it will be more than 2 levels.
Okay. So if that's the case, then I shall continue testing the 295, and if it works fine, then I will push it to be included in the APK.
Cool. Yeah. So for this example on the form that you deal with the drug with the test test result set, I don't think we really need to have the test results as a group. Because it's just like for convenience purpose that people don't need to search like 10 minutes, like dozens of times to look for all the test results or the test names. That's what that test is for. But so it really depends. For this case, we don't really need to deal with it. But I agree with you. Like maybe for future cases, there might be some of the concept that would go to more than 2 level when a set within a set.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Hi guys from Empath. We're just talking about the current spring ticket. Is there any particular ticket you would like to discuss for the current spring? Or questions or need clarification or blockers? Ruth? Maybe the mic is not working. Okay, if no more clarification or discussions on the current sprints, we can move to the next agenda item. So is the update on the continuous integration and testing. And thank you so much, guys, to send out the email earlier and about what you guys are proposing. Do you guys need to go through this one more time, or just like particular questions or you want to bring it up to discuss?
Ida, we just actually sent, so this is the email that has the document that we just sent out. So Kiran, Manish, and I have been we've been working on this yesterday, and basically we just took some time and we figured out how we should set up CI for mUzima, and so the document basically has all the information about what is continuous integration and what are the benefits of doing it for mUzima, and we also did some evaluation on some of the tools that are out there for to be used for continuous integration and which one would work best for us. And so because we just sent this out this afternoon, I'm not sure if most of you have had time to actually look at it.
So maybe it will be better to discuss maybe next Monday then? Or anyone even have a chance to browse through it? Okay. For the CI, I think we can get Bamboo for free because we have free license for open source projects with so if there's anything else that you guys need that I sent earlier on the email that you want us to add in as part of the infrastructure, let us know. Yeah. So maybe we can, maybe one of the 2 items is folks need to look at what Sridhar sent on the attachment earlier today, and then we can discuss further on next Monday call.
And we also saw your email, Ada, that you checked with the OpenMRS team about how they recommend for CI. Yeah. And we all agree with them. And if maybe when you take a look at the document, you'll also find that we've also come to the same conclusion of using Jenkins as the server for CI. But we can, the idea was today we just go over what if you all have any questions on how and why we came up with some of the things on the document. So maybe we can do that on Monday.
Yeah, I think that would be good on doing on Monday. Yeah. Yeah, I just checked with them, and then they pretty much have the same field that you guys recommend, the same. So Jenkins seems like the a preferred choice as well, but I'm not sure about in terms of the setup how complicated it is.
Jenkins is a little more complicated than the other options that we evaluated, but it's really much more customizable for us, and also it allows for a lot of parallelization of the test. And we've also kind of outlined in the document about how we actually came up with the structure for how we're going to set up the pipeline and why we need to do it that way. And if you try to keep it as basic as possible, so even if someone doesn't know what CI is, they should be able to understand. But the main idea is to get feedback from everyone else on, if this is something that they will find helpful. I can't hear you, Ada.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, I agree. I think we just have questions like on the slide. So I think probably it's just quite a bit of information for everyone to go through right now because it was shared earlier. So pretty much we can get Bamboo for free, but the others some of them might require some of them are free, but then the other might require some of the costs, and then there's pros and cons. So probably it's good for everyone just go through what Shrita sent earlier, and I will continue to chat with OpenMR side just to get more feedback from them since they've been using different tools for a while. So I think it'll be helpful for us just to consolidate, and then we can discuss on next Monday call. Cool. Okay. So next agenda item is the implementation update. Yes, go ahead. Yes, Derek?
Can you...
So Derek, seems like your connection is not very good. I wonder if you can either can you test it again, Derek? Because the next agenda item is yours about different type of error messages from the error queue, and then so that we can go through them together. Hey Simon, is Lawrence with you?
No, he mentioned he was in another meeting and he was to join us.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's not here yet.
Okay. So is it possible you join? Is it possible you join it with Simon, because it's going to be a long list for typing? I don't know if it's my connection or same for everyone. I could not really hear from their side. So they even gone. I was just trying to say if they can join with Simon's connection, because Simon has very good connection, but for some reason they don't. Anyway, we'll switch the agenda a little bit, because we'll talk about the implementation updates a little bit when they have better connection. So I was trying to look at some of the upcoming spring tickets. I just want to talk about what's coming, and then if there's any other tickets that I just want to chat on the side that folks think that urgent, need to be pay attention to, so that we can include them for the next spring. So I tried to be a little bit more prepared, so that we'll be ready for the next Monday. Basically, there are two tickets that related to Huawei device specific, and then there is one request for updating the fields for the demographic form and the demographic update form, and also the registration form. And then there's one ticket about the barcode scanner is not working properly during the registration process. So that's pretty much those tickets that I received from folks that they need to be addressed quickly. So that's the plan for that. We can go through those tickets on next month. I just want to share what we have so far. Another things I want to talk about is the tentative August next month goal. Okay, I think they're back now. So the other goals are by tomorrow I'm going to send a draft of the current workflow that we come up with regarding handling household forms and individual forms. So we need a way to collect the household information. So I had discussions with Martin yesterday that it's going to take a long time for OpenRSI to come up with the group-based care framework. So we'll go ahead and move with the current the current model that we have with the household module. So the plan is to I think the first thing is to discuss what makes sense, the flow of the forms and the data, and then also to figure out what handlers we need to create to handle the household data and put in the right table, things like that. So I'm going to send, my to-do is to send a draft of data flow, and then so that gives folks some time to review and comment on it, and then we can discuss maybe on next Friday. That's the plan of that. So the August goal, so before we can even lay out, create any tickets, we need to discuss how this can be done. Another thing is the phase 2 error resolution that Lawrence suggested. Lawrence suggested that on the summary page that to include to modify the columns information. The other one is the CI and testing for us that Sridhar, Kiran, and Manisha proposed for us. So I think those are the three main things that we would like to achieve in the month of August. Sorry, guys, this is my daughter. So that's pretty much for the August goal. Is there any questions or comments on that one? So if not, we can go back to the implementation things. But unfortunately, Derek's group got dropped off. Are they with you, Simon, by chance?
No, they're not here. But I know they are trying to call. Let me just find out in a moment. I'll let you know.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
So while we're waiting, is there anything else we can discuss?
They are trying to connect from the conference room.
Uh-huh.
So they're saying we give them some moment, I think. Yeah.
Cool.
Hi, is anyone saying anything? We can't hear you.
I think we're just on hold to wait for the implementation team. Unless anyone have other things to discuss.
So Ida, just a quick thing that I don't know. The OpenMRS folks already seem to know quite a bit about CI, but if there is someone on the mUzima dev groups or anyone who wants like to understand what CI is, probably we can on Monday, just before we start explaining how we came up with a plan for setting up CI, we can actually do a short introduction on CI itself.
I think that would be really helpful, yes.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, very clear. Finally.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, Derek, it's your agenda item now. You create a ticket on Jira about the findings you have when you go through the error resolution. So do you want to go through
Derek stepped out for a moment. He'll go through the error resolution in a second. There's a ticket about
very bad connection. I can guess they want to refer to 292. I'm going to make a decision that we'll end this call soon unless there's other agenda item to discuss. Unfortunately, the connection with emphasize very poor. We cannot really hear anything. It's going to be quite difficult. Going to be waste everyone's time. We say yeah. Is there anything else anyone want to discuss before we end the call?
Nothing for us, Ada. Just a request to everyone who's going to be there on Monday's call to just go through the document because it will be helpful. And so if you have any questions, we'll be able to answer them better.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just don't want to waste everyone's time and like for another 30 minutes, but not really like discussing anything. So we'll communicate the rest of the agenda items through email, and also please go through the documents Shrita sent earlier, and then we can discuss. So Simon, do you want to talk about tomorrow is no longer the Kenyan holiday thing you told me earlier?
Yeah, I mentioned I saw some communication from the government saying that the holiday shall be held on 17th, so that comes on Saturday. So it means tomorrow we are working. So if guys will be at work, I think we can have Scrum tomorrow.
Sounds good, Simon. So Eric, do you want to test your mic one more time? Yeah, it's not going to work. So we'll end the call, and we'll check through email and Scrum tomorrow. Okay? Thanks, guys. Sorry about the connection issues.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.